Hey, my name is Eric Marsh from Fun Intelligent Training, and I am here with Lucas Hardy, who is my Muay Thai instructor from Bodyworks Muay Thai, and we're going to teach you guys the basics of striking.
All right. So let's go over first, before we go over the actual way to throw a punch, let's go over our fist positioning first, all right? So when we make a fist, okay, important keys to remember. We have our fingers rolled in like this, all right? I take my thumb and I wrap them around those two fingers nice and tight, all right? So they're just like this, all right? Thumb's never on the inside, of course, and thumb's not like that either, all right? We want our thumbs right on the two fingers right there, all right? Because when we strike, anytime we do a punch, we want to hit with just these two knuckles right here, all right? We don't want to hit with those knuckles, all right? Those are a little bit weaker, and by throwing a punch and hitting with all your knuckles, your wrist ends up being in a bad position anyway, all right? So when we punch, again, we're hitting with those two knuckles, but we want to make sure our wrist stays nice and straight, so our wrist isn't bent up too much or down like this, all right? It's nice and flat with my whole arm, all right? So when I punch, it's a nice straight angle from my wrist, and that's where my wrist is the strongest. So when we throw like a punch now, okay, so if I get into like a good stance, my stance would be this. If I start shoulder width apart, and then I bring my right leg straight back, and then I kick my heel to the 45, okay, and my front leg stays 12 o'clock, all right, my back heel to the 45, my knees slightly bent, okay, my back heel stays slightly off the mat. This is what we call our kick stance, all right, this is our main stance, all right, in Muay Thai, all right. So knees slightly bent, we got those good proper fists, all right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring them up right around my temple, all right. I'm going to bury my chin, all right, and I'm going to kind of roll my abdomen a little bit, all right. We're trying to create almost like a shell on top, all right. So I kind of tuck my chin, I kind of roll my abdomen a little bit, round my shoulders, keep my chin down, my elbows stay in, and then we work kind of what we call the march, all right. So I'm here, and I just kind of go back and forth like this, all right. Now, when I want to throw a jab, a number one, okay, what I'm going to do is this, okay. Without stepping, we're just going to pivot our lead foot, and as I pivot my lead foot just a little bit, I throw my punch out, but then I snap it over like that, you see, all right? But my wrist stays nice and straight, and again, my two knuckles are the main points of contact. My right hand stays up, my chin is going to stay into my shoulder like that, and then I retract, all right? So I come back to here, all right? I pivot here, so it all comes from my hip, strike, slightly over rotate my fist, all right, keeping this hand on guard, chin into shoulder, and then retract, all right, so that's your basic jab. When we throw our cross